Projected top 5 pick, Caleb Wilson. Should he be in that conversation? Let's evaluate.
Shake it right now. It is time to go. Round one between Carolina and Duke, and the visiting Blue Devils win the tip. And it is Wilson Jay starting out on Boozer. Isaiah Evans, deep range. Caleb Foster swings it. Dame Sarr with a corner three. Boy, Carolina came.
Caleb Wilson, 6'10", 215. All right. Forward. I don't like to look at the listed position. I'll do the evaluation myself and determine what position I feel is his right fit.
John Shire in his fourth year as the head coach at his alma mater, 110 wins, only 23 losses. A trip to the Final Four a year ago, and you can see 5-2.
John Shire. They don't have GAs at Duke, actually. It's a shame because I would have swept the floors there. No, I'm kidding.
Evans can't get the shot off over the length of Stevenson.
I'm only half joking about that, actually. I mean, look, this is a massive fella. You can see he's very tall and lanky, so already it feels like projection is what's driving his draft status, his draft position right now. Good box out on Boozer. He's a little bit light, right? And Boozer clearly the consensus top big man going in this draft, unless AJ DeBont is a wing. So, so you see here the difference in stature. Boozer's a hell of a player, man. I just got done watching the semifinal in Duke played whoever they just played, and Boozer had some. Duke won, so they'll be going to the Final Four.
With a rebound and a putback. Pat Gunba is having a terrific season, just wedged.
They also have this kid. Is that him? No, him right there. He's good too. He's a little herky jerk, guard wing combo, whatever. He's tough.
Visar under
get to the rack.
The basket a bit and held his position to get that offensive board. Well positioned.
The All Blacks are tough by Duke.
Carolina really needs to set good screens in this game to play out of it.
Stevenson kicks it to Wilson. Boozer on him again. Former AA.
Man, look, I really don't like this, but I guess it's what people do now.
Pat Gunba is having a terrific season. Just wedged Henry Visar.
I'll tell you what.
Under the basket a bit and held his position to get that offensive board. Well positioned. Carolina really needs to set good.
This screen and roll turn away from the ball.
Good screen.
I think it's ineffective. Like, I think the best way to, if you can make it a habit and really work it to the point where you're efficient doing it, turning to the ball is always better because you get that seal on your back. You get that guy out of the play. You put him in jail, so to speak. And turning this way causes moving screens, I feel.
Carolina really needs to set.
Like right here, if this guy tries to go under it and you turn this way, you could get caught for a moving screen if you just try to cut. Sometimes that gets called. Sometimes, or you just get stuck on that and your cut gets stifled by the defender because of your position. I hate this drop coverage too. I don't like it, man. I don't like it. I've talked about it ad nauseum on this channel.
Screens in this game.
I don't like it.
To play out of it.
Stevenson kicks it to Wilson. Boozer on him again.
Again, there you go. Like, now what? You've now screened and you're stuck behind this guy. And he's sticking you up, and you're not getting anywhere. You're not getting any position. Had you spun and opened to it, you could have sealed him and perhaps driven him back a little bit and then cut. Had the space.
AAU teammates from the summer of 24. Good look for Dixon. Around and out, and a battle for the rebound is won by Duke.
Boy, that was a nice shot fake by Vesar to get Patrick Gungba off of the floor.
Good defense by Trimble. Now Foster gets by him. Dumps it down for Gungba, and a nice.
And I do have to also throw a disclaimer in here. Guys, I'm doing this for YouTube. Like, this is not a full-fledged evaluation. Honestly, this is a very low-effort evaluation. I'm watching one game on these guys, several possessions, and that's it. I mean, that's not how you evaluate, right? Like, if this was my job full-time, I would sit here and watch hours and hours of this guy playing. Get good games, bad games. See him against top-tier matchups like Cameron Boozer. See him against scrubs. Like, just see how he is. This is a good litmus test, though. because they're playing each other and they're both going to be playing in the NBA.
He's feed for another deuce.
Just a beautiful
And they're matched up.
full cut as Vesar had to help. Gungba just cut right to the rim to get that pass.
Carolina 18-4 on the season, 6-3 in league play. Duke is 21-1 as Trimble floats it up and in. The only Blue Devils loss was a 1-point game in New York, Madison Square Garden, against Texas Tech in a game in which you and I were there, Jerry. They led by 18. They are that close to being undefeated. Gungba with a nice feed. Foster gets back his miss and puts it in. Boy. Square Garden against Texas Tech in a game in which you and I were there, Jerry. They led by 18. They are that close to being undefeated. Gungba with a nice feed. Foster
I'd like to see a little bit more here. I mean, wake up, you know what I mean?
gets back his miss and puts it in.
I feel like we are a little bit lackadaisical, not committing one direction or the other.
Jerry, they led by 8.
Covering grass, as they say, on the football field.
They are that close to being undefeated. Gungba with a nice feed. Foster gets...
You know, this is one of those moments where I'd be yelling like, hey, wake up, get your head in the game, come on, get off your feet. You know what I mean? Like trying to get him to like be like, hey, look, come on, man, do something, don't just stand still.
Back his miss and puts it in.
Boy, what a play by Caleb Foster to get that through contact over Henry Vesar.
How many times have you and I heard John Shire say his...
I just realized some of the stuff I say is extremely cliche. And, hey, man, it is what it is.
Bigs are his best passers. They run a lot of offense through...
At the end of the day, that stuff makes... get your head in the game. It's like a fucking High School Musical, man. No, but, like, low-key, that's what you... That's literally what you need to do. If you're out here like, oh, I'm spaced out. Ball. I see ball, watch ball. Like, bro, like, come on, wake up, man. Let's go.
Gungba and Boozer. Trimble, no.
This game is going to be decided in the paint. Can you get into the opponent's paint and can you protect yours?
I have no problem telling you all this, bro. I can hoop, bro. Like, I didn't play varsity, and people always ask that question, but, like, I can hoop. Like, if I was 6'10", come on, man. I can shoot better than you now as it is. Like, what? Most of these guys on the court, I shoot better than you. I can guard better than you. I'm just not as tall, not as athletic. So, yeah, I feel very comfortable, you know, saying certain things. Like, I have no problem with that. Like let's play one-on-one, bro. You know how many 6'8"s, you know how many D1s I've played one-on-one? And it's, like, not that serious, you know what I mean? Like, I'm either hanging in there or beating them.
Good pace in the early going. Duke with the ball and a 5-point lead.
I've never understood being scared of someone on a basketball court. Like, it's basketball. What could they possibly do to you? You know what I mean? Kids being scared is crazy.
Good pace in the early going. Duke with the ball and a 5-point lead. Just over 4 minutes in.
Boozer, look at this little fight for position in the post here.
Duke with the ball and a 5-point lead. Just over 4 minutes in. Evans trying to shake Stevenson. Drives him and lays it in.
Well, Patrick Gungba did a terrific job of shielding off Henry Vesar so he could not block or try to change that shot. Vesar did that to Duke just on the last possession on that screen and roll in the middle of the floor.
Wilson looking to get going. Trimble's got all 5 in the Euro.
Yes, so Caleb Wilson's got a handle for his size at 6'10" for a big. He's not physically imposing. Obviously, Boozer was able to hold his ground in the post there on that previous defensive possession for Caleb Wilson. It didn't, wasn't like, oh, wow, Caleb Wilson's moving guys. So he doesn't have that off the bat. But again, in the NBA, it's not that important these days. Post position, fighting for post position, that's not how the game's played. The fact that he's able to do that off the dribble and has a clean little smooth handle and has already shown that actually means more for his projection.
For Carolina. Stevenson, the Chapel Hill native, Alabama transfer. Dixon, a contested 18-footer, won't go.
Boy, Duke really did a nice job of guarding the ball there. Wouldn't let North Carolina turn the corner on 3 successive drives.
Carolina would love to get out in transition, but they have been unable to do so thus far.
Yeah, got to get a stop to get out in transition. Good cut.
Another great feed. Gunba finds Sar, and
This is not a good start. All right, so let's skip to hopefully UNC's runs, one of them.
Put him in a ball screen and go at him. You have to do it.
Sar and a foul on Kyan.
Out of bounds on the baseline.
So Carolina had been red hot, but they have now cooled off. Bogovats will return for the Heels. Stevenson as well. Caden Boozer back on the floor now for Duke.
Jaron Stevenson is going to take Cameron Boozer right now with Vesar out of the game.
Line drive three won't go for Evans.
A really good blockout by Stevenson.
Brown on Wilson. Bogovats into the paint. Uses the shoulder to create the space and gets it back. Count it!
So Wilson largely plays off the ball.
He knocks down to three.
What a great pass out by Stevenson. When Carolina gets a ball reversal and then attacks, their offense is much better.
The third three of the game for the Heels. Duke's made one.
Yeah, look, man, I'm going to go watch his highlights, okay, because this isn't doing any good for us. But to me, I see somewhat of a lackadaisical defender. Lackadaisical, excuse me. Jesus Christ. Spend too much time around kids, man, like I said. Lackadaisical defender at times. You know, throwing the hand, moving the feet. Not great about that from what I'm seeing right now. I'm not ready to pass judgment, but I'm also not moved by his defense. Let's just say that. Clearly a 6'10 kid with a handle. Let's keep watching this for a second.
And now Trimble thought he had a clean turnover, but is called for the foul.
Right now, Duke is having its way with North Carolina in the paint and on the glass. Duke has more than doubled up Carolina in rebounds, and they are dominating inside the paint. 18-4 in paint points in this first half.
And they've got three freshmen on the court in this game right now. Cameron Boozer, Caden Boozer, Dame Sar, another stellar recruiting class for John Shire. Paul Biancardi, who does such a great job as the director of recruiting for college basketball at ESPN.
I don't call it laziness what I'm seeing from Caleb Wilson on the defensive end here. I call it spaciness.
ESPN tells me another great class coming in next.
But how locked in are you though?
Next year, including Cameron Williams, a 6'11 forward from Phoenix. I mean, think back to your.
Like I want this. You know, if we're taking a guy in the top 5. He's got to be the guy bringing energy. If he's not doing what Darren Peterson does, then he's got to be doing what AJ DeBonsa does, okay? Because Darren Peterson's kind of a quiet leader. He's not like the leader, but he's also the guy who makes the most impact, so he's a leader in that way. DeBonsa seems to be more vocal and like energetic, you know what I mean? He's like an energizer. He's going to be physical. He's going to attack. He's going to set the tone. He's going to be like, you know what I mean? He's that guy. Like, Caleb Wilson to me is not, he's not popping off the screen right now in this game.
First time playing in this building as a freshman. No, you were a senior in this building, right?
Yeah, played the first game in here.
The first game in here as a senior. But what do you remember about your first game at Carmichael at the prior building for Carolina as a freshman?
That Michael Jordan was good.
He's not the best in the business for nothing, folks. Did your heart beat a little bit quicker in the layup line?
Okay, hold on. I got to go back. I wasn't watching Wilson. Let's see.
Heart beat a little bit quicker in the
Get some
layup
impact
line
on the glass. I don't know, man. Like, to me, look, man, you got to put some muscle on, bro. I'm not going to lie, bro. You got to hit
Carolina as a freshman.
That Michael Jordan was
strength and conditioning guy or myself. I mean, I would do that myself in the weight room, to be honest, but
good.
Because I'm studying for the CSCS. I'm ISSA. I have experience as a performance director. I could take dudes into the weight room and make them better, but like
he's not the best in the business for nothing, folks. Did your heart beat a little bit quicker?
Getting, you know, it's tough to fight for position at this girth level.
Did your heart beat a little bit?
Like, you get pushed out of position. You know, you're both fighting for position. He's clearly winning that battle. You got the bounce.
In the layup.
And you have length, so you're still, you know.
Line before that first
Absolutely. Yeah. And Carmichael was a magnificent place to play. One of the best arenas in the country.
All right, so it is encouraging to see a big bring the ball up the floor like this comfortably. I'll say that.
Place to play. One of the best arenas in the country.
In and out.
Because at his size...
Did your heart beat a little bit quicker in the layup line before that first game?
Absolutely. Yeah. And Carmichael was a magnificent place to play. One of the best arenas in the country.
In and out.
Looks like he's got guard skills to an extent, can play both ways. So I guess this is what the projection is, right? Like, this guy's going to end up being a wing player. Good NBA projection. Not so much of a great college player, I suppose. I haven't read anything about him, studied anything about him at all. Like, I'm just, you know, I'm literally just watching here. Star Watch, 4 for 6, 15 points. So I've clearly missed some tape here.
Devils in
Nice little step through move.
And it will be Duke ball, says Bill Covington Jr.
He's saying it went off the head of Luka Bogovac, and Bogovac is saying, hey, let's take a look at this one.
And again, look, what I'm saying is just based on the film I'm watching. I'm not going to sit here and say that, you know, this is the end all be all at all. Like, of course, I'm watching what I'm seeing. I'm going to say what I see. I mean, if I don't see great intensity on the defensive end, then I'm going to say that. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't bring it. It just means that these possessions that I'm watching, you know, that it's just a small sample size, you know.
Terrific block from the backside.
Nice rotation. Okay.
The head of Luka Bogovac, and Bogovac, a terrific block from the backside by Caleb Wilson. That started the break, and there hasn't been much transition in this one. Nice little step-through move, but sent back by the freshman from Atlanta, Georgia.
Wilson leads the Heels in scoring, rebounding, steals, and blocks. Boozer leads the Blue Devils in scoring, rebounding, steals, and assists. Both of them remarkable talents. That time Sarr made sure he was behind the line, so give him 3.
Well, it's so hard for Derek Dixon to try to have to stop that drive and recover to a corner shooter.
And Duke has kind of stemmed the tide here in recent minutes and extended the lead back to 8. Bogovac still going. Best
guy's kind of chucking.
Minutes and extended the lead back to 8.
He's good though. He clearly hit that 3 earlier. Clearly, when he's in the lineup, he's the guy they trust with the ball.
Bogovac still going.
When you get this awkward footing, though, do you not pass the ball out? I mean, you know, like, at that point, man, I'll just say this. I hate that mindset when I want a team with someone. I see someone, like, they go in, it's clearly not working, and they want to put the shot up anyway. It's like, bro, like, pass it, please. But, you know, whatever.
Still going. Vesar can't tip it in, and Henry Vesar, who averages 16 and 9, has no points and 2 rebounds in this game. That'll have to change for Carolina to win it.
Duke keeps the spacing and the floor so spread. You get these cuts. Trimble with another foul.
All right, we're watching some highlights, guys, because I want to see what this kid can do.
Entry pass, and Wilson with his first 2 points as a Tar Heel with a couple of exclamation points. Offline, the rebound by Vesar. Evans, another guy who can shoot at the lob instead for Caleb Wilson.
Underneath, he is sprinting ahead of the field. A really good find with his head up by Evans there. And then just, you know, in that dunker spot, nobody.
This is Jaron Stevenson, a Chapel Hill kid, a transfer from Alabama with the time the last couple of years. And the long 3 won't go for but the follow will go.
I mean, that's fun.
The 2
I'll say this. I haven't seen anything that another 6'10 guy can't do, right?
freshmen that we talked about in the open of this game have made their...
That's good stuff, though. It's a good play. It's a good play. And look, that's still special. At the end of the day, we get desensitized, especially me having been around basketball. Like, I see guys do shit like this all the time. You know what I mean? I've coached guys that are 7'3". I've coached guys that are 6'8", can East Bay off the bounce. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't impress me to see this high flying shit anymore.
No, Caleb Wilson, nobody blocks him out. You turn to rebound.
Still special.
But Vidunga plays above the rim, and when he sets a ball screen, he gets out of it really quickly with his mobility.
That impresses me. Okay.
Knocks it down, and a foul on Jackson as well.
That's real translatable work right there.
At least from a name standpoint, 3 ball out front, Parker up front, you don't miss.
That's something he'll be able to do in the league. If he can just rise up with a hand in his face and drill these 2-point shots.
On the run, Bogovac back for Caleb Wilson.
Showing some touch, finishing through contact.
Evans, Bogovac,
It's good stuff.
Wilson.
On the post, you take your time. James Worthy moving the baseline with the 2-hand dunk.
The dunks are cool, right? But, you know, this is a 6'10" big. You're beating this college. This kid is not playing in the NBA, okay? Like, these kids, this guy's going to go service, do whatever the fuck they do after they, you know, Navy, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? And no disrespect, of course. Like, oh, thank you for your service and all that. But, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the litmus test we're looking for to judge Caleb Wilson.
Shooting 38% from 3. Wilson ran into Brahovic. Wilson.
Seen a lot of these.
Been stuck at 10 points for a while.
Okay, let's watch this. I mean, you dunking on Michigan State, not St. Bonnie's.
He's been stuck at 10 points for a while.
So he does have that work in the post, low post area.
Draws a lot of attention.
He gets a third opportunity. What a terrific first step to the goal with that offensive rebound.
Find out their identity in this game. Don't look for the definition of relentlessness in the.
Blocked by Wilson.
They play by Wilson defensively there. Took away the driving angle of Owen.
Wilson to the other end, off the bump. And
Okay, yeah, he's got the touch, he's got the athleticism, a little bit of acrobaticness
That was big time.
to hang and finish at 6'10". I see why this kid projects well.
Special. You can't teach that.
But the problem with the zone, it opens up opportunities on the offensive glass where North Carolina is so strong.
Oh yeah, that's tough.
Wilson with a pretty spin around and score. He's into double figure. Regains possession. Wilson will try to back down Mack with 8 inches of height, and Wilson strokes the jumper.
Wilson the steal. Bogovac all alone for the layup. Free throws in that game and made 24. Just 1 attempt so far. On top. Caleb Wilson well above the rim to slam it home on the oop. He loves 2 and 3 shot fakes at the end of his drive.
There you go. I like that spin. That's what I'm talking about. I like that role because if he does, you know, if the screen defender, or excuse me, the ball defender, right, if this guy goes under, then what you're going to do is end up pinning him behind you now, and you still have the roll, and you freed up your guy, and you got 4 out of the play.
Wilson flies in the lane. One-handed jam. Caleb Wilson.
He can do this. One of the nation's leaders in dunks. Terrific ball screen. Little pass in the seam. My goodness. He cocked that back to Atlanta where he's from. Offensive rebound's a point of emphasis. Terrific pass.
Powell can't cash in. Wilson, the offensive rebound and the two-handed slam.
At a high level, corner 3, no good. Caleb Wilson, that's what he does. So athletic.
It's the biggest game of the year so far for Ohio State. He's shown up. 16 of those this year.
Wilson trying to shake 3. Off the window, got it.
Yeah, that's the shit that we need to see more. Okay. Yeah, I mean, look, he's got it, man. He's clearly, because the thing about this, right, this player, he's 6'10". He is big, okay? He's a big. He can play that big position. He'll get boards in that post area. He'll put some work in the post area, dunk on people. He'll do that stuff. And so that's valuable, obviously, in the NBA. You know, that traditional big man role. is going away. But he also has the ability to take somebody off the dribble and back him down. He's got that spin move that he likes, and he can shoot a little bit. He's got some touch. He likes to leave his feet and then make a play in the air. So that shows athleticism that can translate, and he can definitely add more to his bag. When he gets to the NBA, he can improve that shot and continue to do that. So a lot of potential. I think overall, still some work to be done. I still think, right, to me, Darius Acuff still beats Kingston Flemings and Caleb Wilson, if you ask me. My big board right now is going to be Darren Peterson, AJ DeBonsa, Cameron Boozer, Darius Acuff, and probably Caleb Wilson after that, then Kingston Flemings. And that's not taken away from any of those guys, that order. To be honest with you, AJ DeBonsa going number 1, it's damn near 50-50 to me. Okay, you could, because the projection for AJ DeBonsa is different. It's a little bit higher than that of Darren Peterson if everything goes right. But there are more variables there. And I know that sounds crazy. A lot of people say that Darren Peterson, not playing, he's the risky one. I actually disagree. On the court, Darren Peterson is not risky at all. There's nothing risky about Darren Peterson. It's AJ DeBonsa that needs to develop further, if you ask me. But I think that the ceiling is higher with AJ. And I do think that I'm not trying to say that he needs to develop further because he sucks right now. No, but he's obviously very, very good. But, that's where there are areas of improvement. Boozer, of course, Boozer and Acuff to me feel like complete players that maybe, I'm not going to say they have peaked, but it's what else is there to work on? Caleb Wilson also projects really well, still feels like he needs to work on some stuff, some skill work stuff. And same with Kingston Flemings. Kingston Fleming, I think that shot is what gives me pause. That awkward shot form. Is it reliable? Is that gonna carry when you step back another foot and a half or whatever it is, right? And now you have to shoot from deeper. Yeah, man. And Caleb Wilson actually has a little bit of a release off his pinky as well. That's something to look at and watch for, be aware of, because with those mechanics, it's hard to become a truly elite shooter. But yeah, I think you could even justify taking Acuff at 3, if you ask me, over Boozer. That's to me because the Boozer risk is that play style is no longer viable in the NBA for a star, and you're capping out at a role player with that type of play style. So that's where everything lies for me. But yeah, man. All right, love y'all. Peace. Like, comment, subscribe. All right.